like she's the enemy of the house. If she were there to us, we have held her hostage.
Natalia stabbing her family in the back over a complete lie.
She's done other things too, but this was a new low. Natalia does not have emotions for nothing but herself. We're done.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Tough Topic. My name is Brittany. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is a very interesting story, and it has a very strong outcome when it's all said and done. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace made national headlines because of the very interesting, intense, suspenseful, you name it, way it brought to light. Wondering exactly how old Natalia really was, and also wondering if she was this psychotic adult posing as a child to get whatever she needed or wanted. Also, her story initially wasn't very clear on what perspective the actual story was coming from, because the producers had us all convinced that Natalia was a creep. But after season 2 comes out, Natalia Speaks, we see things in a very different light. More things come out about the horrible neglect and abuse from her first adoptive parents, Christine and Michael Barnett. Their son speaks out at the end of season 1 and openly admits to some of the things that he was told to do to Natalia by his mom, Christine. But let's fast forward a little bit to the end of season 2. Natalia Speaks. We know that Natalia was placed in a foster home, which was with Antoine and Cynthia&AntwonMans back in 2014. They were her literal saving grace. They overlooked everything that she was being accused of, and they overlooked her disabilities and the fact that she's one extra person of their family of 11. But not so fast. Everything is not always what it may seem. At the end of season 2, producers aired a phone call coming from Bishop Mans claiming that Natalia is treating them like they are the enemy of the house. He also says that Natalia is saying that they have held her hostage. She's tweaking, he says. I'm done with her. So immediately I go into investigation mode and I get some more details on what exactly is going on between Natalia and her adoptive parents, Cynthia and AntwonMans, because they just adopted her in 2023. In the midst of the world in total shock of what was revealed, Natalia also took a DNA test that placed her year of birth to 2003 instead of 1989. This was great news, but it was still some tension in the man's household. After going on the man's social media, I found out that not only has Natalia moved out of the man's home, but she doesn't speak to them either. Cynthia has made it known in several of her live videos and in the comments that Natalia has decided to move out with a friend, and she has no clue how she's doing because she doesn't speak to her, so don't ask.
Our life is not just Natalia. We have a life of our own too. And if my daughter doesn't want to be talked about on the internet, then I'm not going to talk about her respectfully or disrespectfully. The choice is yours.
Of course, it's completely normal for a 22-year-old to want to spread their wings and start a life of their own, but it's not normal for someone that's been living with or a family for 10 years to completely cut the family off, unless there's something that happened. A few close sources claimed that when Natalia told the Mans that she wanted to move out, they didn't take it too well, and it started being like this war of who's right and who's wrong and just telling her what she should or should not do. But here is what also upsets me. Allegedly, Cynthia&AntwonMans has taken Natalia's social security checks, and Natalia doesn't see an ounce of it, and told her it goes into tithing at the church, which in the religious world, if you're not religious, just to explain it, it's like giving back to the Lord. Also, they raised over $20,000 in donations from a GoFundMe account that they created to fund the family vacation to Jerusalem, somewhere like that, and a new van. They claimed they needed a more handicap accessible vehicle for Natalia, but they said not one word about using the money for any of Natalia's expenses for her medical needs or even her customized shoes that she needs. they would rather use this money to go to their big family trip, which is a mission, instead of using that money that was raised to help out Natalia. And Natalia didn't see any of fundraising money that was created in her name. When Cynthia was asked on live about how she's able to afford the 8 kids, she basically said, well, God provides. In other words, she gets a check for every single one of them kids. In my opinion, the intentions are there, but the right intentions aren't pure. I feel like they saw Natalia as a dollar sign. Am I saying that they don't love her? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure they did eventually grow love for her and a close bond, but Natalia deserves more. She has already been through enough heartbreak and she doesn't really know who to trust. She has also on her own created a GoFundMe account and raised over $20,000, and she wants to eventually put a down payment on a new home and move out of her friend's house, which is DePaul's daughter. I'm sure you guys remember them speaking in season 2. Her story will continue on Investigation Discovery Network really soon, so stay on the lookout for that. But please let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any updates. Bye for now.